Alright, now I'm back with my jewelry. I've taken these two pieces out of the kill. This is the little thing that they set on the kill, in the kill on. They're cool now. And this is what they look like. They're just pure white. That's one reason they can, you know, when you hear of silver being called a white metal, that's part of it right there. So I'm going to start, lay this one aside, a little water and just a drop of dish soap, and I'm using a brass brush. Let me get it where you can see it. Don't normally work here, but I'm trying to do things here where my light is good so that you guys can see it better, so I've had to kind of bring tools and equipment out here into the kitchen, out of my little workroom. I have light there, but it's, you know, it's concentrated, it's focused light. I have one of those bendable arm magnifying glasses with a light on it, and then some other lights. But like I said, they only light up the area that's right where I'm working, so they're not very good for videoing in. So I brought everything out here to kind of give you a chance to look at it. See how when I rub this, it starts to turn silver. That's polishing. The only reason it's white is all those little silver molecules standing up. And as I polish it with my brush, it scrapes them back down again. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I just keep getting a little water. I'm brushing this real good before I'm going to tumble it. I'm going to tumble it in my rock tumbler for a couple of hours to give it a good shiny polish when I'm done. But first I have to do this. Okay, there's that one. Now let me do this one. You can see it again. Watch how it shines up, and you can see the differences in the two too. You know, each one is slightly different. You wouldn't think, if coming out of a mold, that they would be so unique, but they really are. Each one is I suppose if we wanted true uniformity, I could come up with a hand-finished one that I decided was perfect, and then use that to make a casting mold from. But I think I like this better, and it means it's real art. It's my work. I'm not sending it off to, you know, to somebody else to cast and finish and then claiming it, because that's all right. That's good. I don't begrudge anybody doing that if they have something that is that successful that they need to produce that much of it. But in this case, for what I'm doing right here and right now, this is the way for me to do it. I'm going to still work on these for a little bit longer, but I'm going to get this video too long if I start trying to show every minute that I spend on it. So I'm going to put these in I'll be back in a few minutes when I'm done. Alright, now I'm back. Now I'm getting, this is my my barrel for my tumbler. And in it I have a lot of mixed stainless steel shot. There are round pieces. There are Saturn-shaped pieces that have a little ring around their middle, and there are these clipped wire pieces. So that's what I'm going to put. I can put all of my pieces in there. I'm going to cover them with warm water. And I'm going to put 1 drop of dishwashing liquid in there with it. And like I said, I don't usually tumble them in the kitchen, but today I'm going to, so that you guys can see. Mash these down. I have to mash the lid on, get that on good. There we go. Now I'll get this on there. You know how things are. They never will work right when you're trying to show somebody else how you do it. There we go. This little tumbler I got over at Harbor Freight. Oh boy, we all love Harbor Freight, don't we? Alright, put that on. Now I'll flip the switch, turn it on, and I will drop my tumbler in there, my barrel in, and it'll tumble for an hour. Alright, see y'all after a while. Alright, I'm back. I've let me get this around here. There we go. Oh, oops. Well, there's nothing like knocking the tripod over. Okay, there we go. Had everything on the wrong side of the sink. All right, this is my my tumbler barrel. And there we go. All right, see, it's full of suds from that little dab of soap that I put in there. It's been tumbling for an hour. I always keep my little strainer in the sink when I do this so that none of this shot will drop down. Will drop down the drain. Now, just rinsing all those suds off of the shot, okay? And then now, look through here, find my pieces. There's one, and there's the other one. All right. Now then, look how shiny they came out. Now I'm going to dry these, and I'll pickle them to add some patina to them. See how each one looks slightly different. You can tell each is an individual piece. So now I've got to get my pickle is a sulfur-based. Well, sulfur is what it really is. And I mix it with hot water, dip them in it for a little bit, and then brush it or brush it on, and then polish off some of it. All right, let me go get that, and I'll be back. All right, now what I'm doing, I'm going to use my liver of sulfur, and I mix it with hot water. The heat affects how dark the patina is. But before I get started, I'm going to make a neutralizing bath that'll stop it from acting with baking soda and water. You can do this two ways. I usually end up dipping these and then cleaning them off. But you can brush it on. Okay, now use a teaspoon of gel of the liver of sulfur. This is extended life gel, so it won't get old, you know, in a couple of weeks, in a few months. Like some of the sulfur preparations will lose their potency fairly quickly, so you have to replace them if you don't use them. And so I'm going to poured some hot water on a towel here so that I can heat my little cross, and I'm going to brush this liver of sulfur into those crevices that I want to darken. There we go. There we go. If I put the whole thing in there, sometimes it'll turn the whole thing black, and then I have a lot of polishing to get it off again. What I'm wanting it to be is down in those crevices there. I hope you can see this. Oh, am I working? Am I working where you can see it? I'm sorry. Okay, drop that down into the neutralizing solution. Let me get this one over here. Okay, now then, what I've done is I've put it down. This is just a towel with some hot water on it so that the cross itself will stay hot, and that way my hot sulfur solution will activate more quickly on it. Can you see what I'm doing? Still going to have to clean it off, but this gives me lets me control where my patina is going a little bit better than dipping it. See the colors that it'll make on there. Through there. There we go. All right. And then my sulfur solution. Now, if I make some more within a few days, I can probably use this again. What I'll end up doing is pouring it out on the plants. It's just sulfur, so it's good for some kinds of plants. And all right, now okay. Now then, I need to dry these off, and I need to polish them again. So now I'll use some Tornex on a cotton ball, because if I use silver polish, it'll take the shine off. Now sometimes I still have to polish with silver polish anyway, and then I have to run them through the tumbler again. I'm hoping to not have to do that tonight because I need to have these ready by tomorrow, and I would like to finish them tonight. There we go. Back in my neutralizing solution again. All I'm wanting to take off is just over the top. See, I want it to stay in the crevices. Don't want the patina to come out of there. Paul has a better eye than I do, so I usually let him make the final call on the patination. I also usually let him choose colors when we have colors to choose, because he has a much better sense of color than I do. All right, now these dry. Right now, I'm going to get my silver polishing cloths, and I'll polish these with those fine cloths. All right. Pour out my soda water. I don't use any metallic. You notice there's no metallic objects that get used around this pickle. It's any metal would alter the chemical reaction that you need for it. So everything I use to work with on it is all plastic or glass. All right, let me go get my polishing cloths. Okay, these have to be completely dry before I start trying to polish them with my cloths. No moisture at all on them. Alrighty, here we go. See how that it's coming off of there. I just have to rub and rub and rub. I'll be doing this for probably about 15 or 20 minutes. Till I get that little inside there shined back up good. There it goes. I'm going to turn this off while I work on this. I'll be right back. I don't know if these will focus well on the black velvet. They don't photograph well on it, so they look good in person, but not. But anyway, there's the finished product on the back. There's my little Tina H and FS 0.999. That's the... All right. I hope that that this has been interesting for you. All right. Thanks a bunch. If you've enjoyed it, I hope you'll click thumbs up and please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.